Good evening and welcome to the Weston Super Motor Vlogs Halloween special. So the first place we're going to stop at tonight is somewhere that's been in a few of my other videos, and it's called Monk's Hill, which leads to Monk's Steps. And the scariest part of that is that corner, to be fair. But here we go. Alright. So I'm just going to pull over here, being very careful of the wet leaves and gravel. So this is Monk's Steps. And there is a story behind these steps and why they're called Monk's Steps. So back in the 1100s, a brethren of monks moved to the Weston-super-Mare and Cewstoke area, and they built, as all monks do, a fantastic priory to be homed and housed and to carry out their work to their lord. And the priory is about 2 miles in that direction. For the next 400 years they built their community, they built their wealth, and they built their power on the local region, to the point where in the 1500s local landowners were sick and tired of being controlled by them and being taxed by them. And as we all know, there's nothing more emotional these days than money. So in the 1500s, mid-1500s, a large group of landowners got together. They stormed the priory and dragged the monks out. They then wheeled them through the roads to here, where they put ropes from these trees and hanged them. Now it's said that with the moon in the right place, catching the trees at the right angle, you can actually see the shadow of the monks as they hang from the trees. Because even though the bodies may have gone, the spirits still linger. But there you go, that's the reason why these are called Monk's Steps. Let's move on to the next one. So the next story is one that is quite chilling. It has two names, one of which is the Wilbury Widow and the other one is the Wilbury Witch. Now it's quite a sorrowful story, so I think I'll stick with the Wilbury Widow. Back in the 60s, a young couple very much in love wanted to get themselves married. Their families refused to allow this to happen, so they decided to go on their own and get married without their blessing. Now this all happened and went without a hitch, but unfortunately on the way home they met with a horrible accident in the car. The groom died instantly, and when the bride awoke from her unconscious sleep, she found her love next to her, unfortunately deceased. At that point she was completely heartbroken and decided the only thing she could do was make her way down to the quarry, which is only a few hundred yards away from the spot we're going in a moment, and threw herself off into the quarry. Now, as anyone who sort of is interested in the supernatural side of things will know, that if you take your own life, you then don't go on to the next place. You're left to wander in a sort of middle ground, and as legend goes, that's exactly what she does. It's quite a sad story. All she's doing is actually searching for her love. And I'm just going to pull up here, wait for these dog walkers to go, and then I'll tell you about the story. Okay, so let's take a walk around here. Apparently, as legend goes, this is where it actually took place. The accident was just around the corner on, they think it was a tree that sadly the groom hit. Which obviously led to his very, very sad demise. God, it's quite cold, and strangely the wind has picked up a little bit. I don't know if you can hear that. I must admit, this is quite scary actually. Alright, we've got some broken walls. I believe this is the tree. I don't know if there's, mind you, it was, 50 years ago, so 60 years ago even, so maybe there wouldn't be any evidence. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?